Why the fuck hasn't Carter tried to save us?
Oh, don't worry, precious creature. By now, Carter is in the capable hands of my associates, the Martians. They will be here soon enough.
Where the hell do I start?
Huh? What the fuck is that sound?
Yeah, go to hell, you vegan bitch.
No! No! Give me back my prisoners!
Holy shit, Doctor. What a rescue.
Well, gentlemen, it's always a pleasure to help people who fight for the good of others. Now then, the mission isn't quite over yet. We still have another special agent to save, if I'm not mistaken.
How the hell do we rescue him? The last thing that vegan crack whore said, the Martians had him.
Hey, you leave that chubby furry kid alone, you vile, ugly-ass aliens.
Fuck you guys. I just want my next Disney World movie starring the best hero ever, Ray.
Well, it could be worse. We could be stuck in the maze from The Shining with Jack Nicholson chasing us with a fucking axe.
Are you fucking kidding? We're in a fucking Martian ship that's on fire thousands of miles above Earth trying to rescue Carter.
Hey, can you jackasses keep it down?
Yeah, that's for fucking with my brain, you skeleton virgin bastards.
Carter? What the fuck happened here?
Oh, hey guys. Boy, I'm glad you're all right. How'd you find me?
Well, it's wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey stuff.
Damn, guys, I'm glad we're all back together. It's been way too long.
It's great to have everyone together again. Thanks to the doctor, we can all get back to our lives.
Holy shit.
You've got to be fucking kidding.
It's the fucking Monster Squad.
Well, looks like someone's a little lost. Ha 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 ha.
Well, it's been a while, Special Agents. Ha 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 ha.
There may be a rebellion yet.
Hey, look, it's here. Hurry, let's get the fuck out of this March of the Monsters.
Hey, wait a minute. Where's Caleb?
Wow, I can't believe it's finally over. Saved by my favorite kaiju. Wherever the guys end up, I hope They'll be all right.
Oh, wah, wah, wah. That's right. Go to sleep, you little chocolate chip fucks.
What the hell? Carter? No! Not again!
Damn, Daddy Joe, I didn't think you'd take away my inner furry love for self-pleasure with tongues, but it's okay, because as long as I have you, you're all the tongue I need. Ha ha ha.
Sleepy Joe, you're supposed to be dead, you sack of crap.
Huh? Where the hell are we?
Carter, are you okay?
Daner, what the hell is going on?
I'm not familiar with this planet, but these ruins look ancient. Far more ancient than many sites I've seen.
I'm not sure where we are, but the dark side of the Force is strong here, seemingly stronger than anything I've felt before.
Well, Lord Vader, you're not too far from the truth.
Holy fucking shit! What the hell are you?
That voice. I know who this prick is. He's the one that invaded my dreams. Dear God, the goddamn twerking in the furry cantina. Yuck.
The what?
Never mind, just forget it.
Invader of dreams, huh? Well, that explains a lot.
Okay, you slender son of a bitch, who the hell are you?
Yeah, and where the hell are our friends?
I have been known by many names, gentlemen. But for the sake of simplicity, you may call me the Overlord.
Okay then, Overlord. How did you find us? We were traveling through the time vortex, so tracking us down would be nearly impossible.
Oh, Doctor, have you already forgotten? I've been with all of you since you rescued me from the Martians.
Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding.
Let us go too.
Yeah, you have no right to hold us here. If you let us go, we won't tell a soul. And as a token of our promise, you can keep the creepy guy over there.
Wow, fuck you guys. I just want my next Disney Wars movie starring the best hero ever, Ray!
I just have one question. Now, I can understand rescuing Presidents Dumb and Dumber here, but for God's sake, why'd we have to bring the crybaby shillprick along, too?
Wah, fuck off, you filthy rodent, and give me my Rose Tico and Finn romance movie.
Wah. It's his fucking fault for running away. What a loser!
Oh, wah. That's right. Go to sleep, you little chocolate chip fucks. Shh.
What did you say, you greasy creep?
Wah. Oh, nothing. I was just singing Beat It.
Who sings that song?
Wah, Michael Jackson, duh.
Yeah, let's keep it that way.
God damn it, I knew we should have left that nerdy fuck on that doom-fated flying saucer.
Wah, stupid special agents. Ha. You let the fox in the hen house, and you were none the wiser.
As for your friends, well, why don't you ask them yourself?
No! Son of a bitch! You killed the possum!
Well, considering the life he lived, I did him a favor. Call it a mercy killing.
You really are a bastard. Just wait till we get out of here.
Oh, Mr. Sauce, there's no out for any of you. Just ask your friend, Mr. Nerd.
Ah, holy shit, guys, what the fuck?
Nerd, are you okay?
Guys, this fucktard is something else. He tortured me for what felt like hours. He didn't ask me a single fucking question. The pain wouldn't stop.
You vile monster! What could possibly drive you to commit such horrendous and destructive acts?
Horrendous. Destructive. Oh, Doctor, you have seen nothing yet. And your friend, Mr. Nerd, will experience all of it.
Daner, I don't feel so good.
Nerd! No!
Let him go, fucker!
Don't do it, Overlord!
Dear God, what immense power.
You son of a bitch. I swear, before this is over, you'll be begging for mercy.
I'll eliminate you myself, filthy creature.
Oh, I think not, Lord Vader. I think you've overstayed your welcome in this story.
Jesus, just what the hell?
By now you should understand the gravity of the situation. And this is only the beginning for you and your intimate introduction to pain. Be thankful that your friends here are suffering no longer on this mortal plane of existence.
You're hit. You're bleeding, man. I ain't got time to bleed.
Carter.
Your mic.
Awesome video game nerd. No, that monster.
The plot thickens.
The plot does indeed thicken, doesn't it?
So at least we know what happened to you. Like after March of the Monsters, you somehow ended up in Europe, chasing after the Pepsi Man. And meanwhile, we are dealing with that fucking abomination. And, of course, that fucking abomination had to Thanos, video game nerd, in front of us. Oh, I really hope Vader's okay.
Vader's fine. Though, I mean, I think the Overlord said it best. I think you've overstayed your welcome in this story.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I mean, he was just kind of there. The most he ever did was breathe.
It's true. He provided some much needed ambient noise.
Yeah.
Of course. And of course, he did help us take down the monster squad, though.
It's true. I mean, we didn't really get to see the fight, but yeah, that's how it went down.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
How exciting, right?
Yes, how exciting indeed. And I do like the interlude opening, for the show is about to begin. Take your seats, blah blah blah, countdown. Also, nice job on the comic book panel, where a nice little nod to Nuketown Zombies.
Indeed.
Nice job, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I gotta ask, what did you guys think of the desert bus joke?
Too good.
Too good.
Good.
Just as long as I Love Beijing Tiananmen wasn't playing in the background on the bus.
Oh, that wouldn't have been there. It was only a desert bus joke, and it was at Darth Vader's expense because desert sand. You'll have to go back to see what the sign says.
You need to shut the fuck.
How you guys doing? It's been 2 weeks.
Yeah,
it has been. It's been a while.
Indeed, it has. Last time we were together, it was for Ferris Bueller's Day Off, I presume.
More like Daner's Day Off.
Oh, Daner's Day Off, yeah.
Yeah.
But apart from that, how's everybody been doing besides that stuff? Like anything out? Oh, that's good. But at least we're okay, though, down here. Because just personal short story. A few, last Wednesday, we had a F2 tornado hit the next town over. Even blew out the skyline at the mall.
Well,
but at least, but we're fine, though. We're okay.
And I wasn't watching Twister when that happened.
I was actually listening. And the weird thing is I was listening to Ain't No Love for Oklahoma by Luke Combs when that was going down.
Interesting choice of music.
It was it was basically the song in the Twisters trailer.
I see.
But apart from that,
well, I'd say that we're doing a hell of a lot better than the Possum and the Nerd, huh?
Yeah. But don't worry, I have a feeling they'll be back. We'll somehow resurrect them for the final showdown.
Are you sure?
Perhaps.
I hope so. Basically, Possum is like Kenny. He always comes back.
I don't know. If I start resurrecting characters left and right, does it really make a difference if they die?
Only
if they could get away with it in Hollywood with all these multiverses and shit, then yeah.
I mean, I can technically go do anything, but if I wanted to make a lasting impact on the story, wouldn't it be kind of cheap to just say, "Oh, multiverse"? It's like, well, shit.
That's true. But
look, let's be honest. Let's be honest here, all right? You weren't expecting to see the possum's fucking head drop. Just no.
I was expecting fucking vegan teacher's head.
Well, no.
What? How would that make sense? If you remember in the March of the Monsters intro, she got her. Oh, she got the kiss of death from Godzilla. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's right. Fuck. Forgot about that.
I guess it's just to say that we have to carry on their legacies now because the nerd is now sand. The possum's been decapitated. We have to continue.
Yeah. It's just like fucking Dewey all over again.
Well, you know what? The way I look at it is in the previous intros, it was about you guys trying to find me because I was the one missing in action. Now the roles are reversed. Of course, I have a nice little plan. Stay tuned next week. Next week's intro is going to be pretty interesting.
A plan, unlike the sequel trilogy.
That's very true. I have a plan. It may be a plan on a weekly basis, but it is a plan nonetheless.
A bold plan.
As long as it ain't no final order, if you know what I mean.
Oh.
Or the first order, for that matter.
First order, more like the worst order. Am I right?
Yeah.
I find it funny. 20 minutes into this stream, and we're not even talking about the main topics.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Look, After being in hiatus for 2 weeks, not seeing you guys and having extra time to work on this intro, I just wanted to get it flushed out there, you know?
Exactly.
Yes.
Now, what are we watching, and what series is this?
Oh, well, I'm glad you asked. And where are my manners? Greetings, fellow investigators. I'm your host, Special Agent Carter Sauce. Joining me, as always, is Special Agent Spooky Clutter.
Hello there.
And, of course, Special Agent Danner, the Giraffe Slayer Bo Banner, because fuck giraffes.
I got an upgrade.
Yes, you have. So no more of you wagging in and out with that fucking tablet. He got a computer, by the way.
And a microphone.
But welcome to, like I said, welcome to Magic Projector. And this is episode 28. And we are watching the 2004 horror / sci-fi action adventure movie Van Helsing, which is basically, well, there's no need for it. It's basically Van Helsing with, okay, long story short, if you know who Van Helsing is, good for you. If you lived under a fucking rock in the Middle East, what the fuck have you been doing? Basically, Van Helsing is the hero of
Dying of starvation.
Probably dying of starvation, or probably fornicating with some goats, or planning to say death to America. But apart from that shit, Van Helsing is the hero in in Bram Stoker's Dracula, who is basically a scientist and who kills, spoiler alert, kills Dracula.
Not really a spoiler, that's just common knowledge.
But of course, this movie, like I said, Van Helsing, this film came out in 2004, about 3 years? Yeah, 3 years after the events of The Mummy Returns, a sequel directed by Stephen Sommers, which we are doing a Sommers trilogy, by the way, starting off with Van Helsing, The Mummy, and The Mummy Returns. And no, we're not doing the fucking Mummy Tomb of the Dragon Emperor, because that's basically the redheaded stepchild we just don't want to talk about.
I almost don't want to consider it to be canon.
Yeah, I refuse.
Like if they come out with a new Mummy movie and bring the original cast back, then I'll say that's the real Mummy 3, not Tomb of the Dragon Emperor, because they recast Rachel Weisz. There wasn't even a mummy set in Egypt; it was China.
China. Go back to China.
Very unsatisfying too. Like, the Mummy movies have been heavy with CGI. I just couldn't get over the CGI in that movie. I don't know what it was. Like, I know this is going to be really crazy to say, but I will take the horrible CGI PS2 Dwayne Johnson, the Rock Scorpion King CGI over the CGI in Tomb of the Dragon Emperor.
Yeah.
That's
I'm not saying that
that's pretty bad.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that the CGI in Tomb of the Dragon Emperor is completely horrible. It's just the whole premise of the movie and it not being in Egypt just really rubbed me the wrong way. So much of that movie rubbed me the wrong way. The only saving grace is it's Brendan Fraser. And I love Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, but also, didn't they recasted Rachel because there was also problems with the script and she was pregnant at the time?
I think
it was one of the two.
Hey,
movie mister
Chris Snyder.
What's up, man?
Roll the clip.
You punched the highlights out of her hair.
He punched the highlights out of her hair.
Oh my
God!
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. How you doing, man?
How you doing? But anyway, apart from that, this was based, to be honest, Van Helsing, this movie, it feels like the early state, what it could have been the early stages of the rebooted Dark Universe. Don't you agree? I mean, Stephen Sommers, like, we did like the Mummy 99 was a reboot of the original Mummy with Boris Karloff. Mm-hmm. And this could have, like, even though I don't know if this movie was like a box office flop or something, or it just didn't get enough love?
Yeah. From what I understand, it wasn't as much of a hit as it should have been. Like, for me, I love this movie. I grew up with this movie. Hugh Jackman as Van Helsing. I mean, I already love the guy as Wolverine. So he kind of brings that charisma and action to Van Helsing.
Did okay at the box office. I mean, I don't know if I'd call that breaking even, but it had a budget of 160 to 170 approximately and grossed 300 million. So
Wait, $1 billion box? Million?
Million for both.
Okay,
So it still made a modest amount of money. Almost doubled its budget. Almost doubled its budget.
Yeah, but to be honest, I don't care what they say. This movie's a fucking classic. I mean, we got it's a shame that it didn't get enough praise, because if we think of Universal horror monsters, we always think of like Dracula, Mummy, the Wolfman, Frankenstein's monster, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Invisible Man. That's all we think about. But to be honest, though, if we haven't seen a crossover monster mash like this since the fucking Monster Squad. I mean, this could have been like a more darker and grittier, minus the 80s pop culture references and, a bunch of kids doing that. But I just don't understand why it didn't get like enough love, though. But it's basically like the equivalent to the adults thinking that Hayden Christensen as Anakin Skywalker is cringy, but as the kids, we loved Hayden Christensen as Anakin Skywalker. But now that they're adults, they showed him his love. Like, we love you, Hayden. Like, I don't care what they say. You're always Anakin Skywalker to us. So yeah,
I mean, Disney did bring him back and kind of mess things up again as usual. But yeah.
But
this movie is a guilty pleasure for me. It's dumb, but the 4K actually looks good. Now, Underworld, that's a franchise that I love. Hey, Underworld is great. I love Underworld.
The fact that this movie, like, even though it did decent at the box office, it got a fucking toy line, it got a fucking video game. Hell, it even had like a fucking animated prequel. What?
I said I haven't seen this movie in its entirety. I've seen like bits and pieces of it like way back when it came out on DVD.
Well, now you have a chance to watch it in its entirety.
That's true. Got it nice and rented on ITV here.
Listen, I'm not going to sit here and say that this is like the best movie ever with the most complex story. I will say this, though. This is a fun movie. And for me, it's the best version of the Van Helsing character. Yes, I will put it above Dracula. I will put it above Anthony Hopkins' Van Helsing. I will put it above... Oh, God, what's his name?
The guy who plays...
the gentleman who... No. Well, yeah, okay. I'll put it above Peter Cushing to an extent.
You watch your fucking mouth, boy.
Hey, let me ask you this. If we're talking
contacting the Death Star, you may fire when ready.
Let me ask you this. When you think of Hammer horror and you think about Peter Cushing, do you remember him more as Van Helsing or Frankenstein? Now, you really got to think about that one, because if I recall, he brought a lot more menace and just grit to the character of Frankenstein rather than Van Helsing. Now, of course, look, Peter Cushing as a hero, I like the idea. It's nice, right?
You got me there, but keep in mind, just something to fantasize about while watching him as Van Helsing. You are watching Governor Tarkin versus Count Dooku. Just something to think about.
Okay.
Just think of it that way.
Look, Van Helsing is Hugh Jackman, or Hugh Jackman is Van Helsing in my mind.
What about Edward Van Sloan? Him too?
I love, yes, I will put Hugh Jackman's Van Helsing above Van Sloan too. Now, keep in mind, context is required.
Now,
all right?
Now,
you can't take you can't take this Van Helsing Hugh Jackman Van Helsing and put him in 1930s Dracula. It's not going to work, obviously.
Well, I think what they're going for with this particular Van Helsing works just from the name alone, because Van Helsing sounds like a pretty intimidating name for some kind of badass. Now, that's not to say Van Sloan and Cushing weren't awesome, but they're awesome in different ways. Like the way how Van Sloan was so crafty with fucking Bela Lugosi's Dracula, that's kind of what made him interesting.
Yeah,
Of
he
course,
pulled out that cross, just like the way he was like
the mirror.
His body. Yeah. Now look, I'm not shitting on Van Sloan and Peter Cushing. All right.
I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying anything that goes against the norm can raise a few eyebrows. Now I'm not saying it's not normal to have your opinion. It's just there's always that general consensus. You would go against it, you might raise a few eyebrows.
I mean, I fully embrace it. You have to understand, okay? This is when I watched this movie, I was already accustomed to Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. All right. And I liked Dracula. Like, I was a little young to understand all of it completely, but watching classic Dracula with Bela Lugosi and hearing the name Van Helsing, I mean, it's a cool name. It's like you said, it's like a very intimidating name to have, and it elicits certain emotions. And to have a movie that features, like, look, Stephen Sommers, all right, he gave us one of my favorite iterations of The Mummy with Brendan Fraser, all right. You take that energy and you put it into Dracula and Van Helsing and the Wolfman. It's great. You have an interesting recipe for a good action flick. And that's what this movie is. This isn't one of those Prometheus style movies where it makes you ponder life after death. No, this is a movie where you can have fun with the guys.
It's a good popcorn.
Or the girls and guys. Get everyone involved, right?
Wolverine and Celine.
There you go. There's your crossover fan fiction, Wolverine and Celine.
Oh yeah.
Any Phantom of the Opera fans? I love that story. It's due for a new good retelling.
I'm a little bit of it. I've heard of Phantom of the Opera.
It's a good popcorn movie. Yeah, I mean, look, okay, Phantom of the Opera. It's been a long time since I've seen it. I do enjoy the story. I don't know if I'm ready for a retelling, just because I feel like they would find a way to muck it up. I'm always worried about that stuff, dude. Previous experience with retellings, reimaginings, remakes kind of has me like, I don't know. Well,
like that's not a minefield I'm going to cross.
I mean, look,
toss them in the dumpster.
I'll watch it eventually, right? I mean, look,
I'm not saying that. I'm not sure if there's any retellings from the Universal Monsters besides maybe the Tom Cruise Mummy movie that belongs in the dumpster.
Oh God.
Well, I mean, that would be a good dumpster watch. just to show all the Easter eggs and shit and say, they had a really interesting idea. And then they decided to shove it all in, very much like Batman v Superman, where they couldn't help but throw in Wonder Woman, Aquaman, The Flash, all this stuff instead of properly flushing out your universe, giving us these things one at a time. Look, the idea of a shield-like operation that tracks down monsters, that is almost like Van Helsing. In fact, that's what we get in this movie. Sort of. Okay? You don't get the Easter eggs to the different monsters, but it's there. Okay? It is an interesting idea. It's just Universal said, let's do what Marvel's doing and shove everything in. I guess they didn't learn from Batman v Superman. Okay. The Mummy it came out in 2017, right? And Batman v Superman came out a year prior, 2016.
Yes.
Right? So what exactly was Universal thinking? Oh, you know what? This is going to be real fire. We're going to get the Mummy. We're going to get Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. We're going to have a vampire in with a vampire's head in a jar. You know,
let me tell you something. I would argue that the Mummy did it worse because right off the bat with the fucking Universal logo, Dark Universe, it's like they were so fucking confident, like right away, we've got a universe. We didn't even have to bother making the movie good first. And the story was so stupidly convoluted. Like, well,
Hey.
what is this whole him becoming the god of death or whatever? Like, what the fuck even is this? Remember when this was a mummy movie? No.
Yeah, me neither. Get Leigh Whannell to do it. He slayed it with Invisible Man. I think he's going to crush Wolfman too. I'm looking forward to the Wolfman. The one thing that does concern me is that they had Ryan Gosling in it, but I guess that changed now. Or like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought that he left the project for some reason. I can't remember. Say what you will about Tom Cruise's Mummy, but Russell Crowe did an awesome Jekyll and Hyde. I would watch more of him doing that. Yeah, look, Russell Crowe is a great actor. He's one of those actors that can make almost anything work for me, and what I've seen anyway.
Yeah.
That being said, I didn't mind the fact that the character was in there. It's just the way that they handled it was ridiculous. Like, I didn't need to see Mr. Hyde. Like, if they had just said, hey, yeah, this is Dr. Jekyll. If you're a Universal horror fan, you already know what's coming. You didn't need anything else. All you needed to know was that is Dr. Jekyll. Dr. Henry Jekyll. You know exactly where that's going. I didn't mind the Easter eggs, but man, it was too crammed in. The actual Mummy story was weak compared to the 99 film of all things. And actually, if you think about it, The Mummy and the Mummy Returns is actually a brilliant story on why you shouldn't simp for a girl. Because this guy simps for a few thousand years, and at the end, she dumps his ass. And he's like, well, fuck. My entire plan, me becoming a mummy, and she runs away. Just take good note of that. Stephen Summers, he was cooking ahead of his time, I'd say.
I think so, just a bit. Anyway, I think we should probably start the movie because we're almost 40 minutes into this stream.
Yeah, so we might. Oh yeah, so while we're at it, might as well grab your wooden stakes, your crucifixes, and your holy water, and everybody.
I have holy soda. Does that count?
Sure thing, but so everybody all at the black screen and zeros.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's lay some stiffs.
But the movie itself was such a mess. Yeah, Mummy in 2017, man.
Just-
I was looking forward to it too, by the way. Like, I was really excited. Let's see. Ryan Gosling is still attached as producer, but he couldn't play the lead due to his shooting schedule. Okay, all right. Gotcha. So, so here's the thing with the Mummy. So the theater that is local to us, the Cinemark, they have a rewards program. And back in 2017, they had this really cool little keepsake chest and pen as like a part of the rewards program for the Mummy. And the box looked so cool. And I had got the points, and I had actually purchased it through the point system that they had. But for whatever reason, it sold out, and I couldn't get access to it. And I sent them an email like, hey, I used my points. Where's the thing? It's like, oh, it's while supplies last. So you know what they did? They sent me a little pin of the Mummy. And I was just like, oh, that's nice. I really wanted the keepsake box and the pen, but I got a little pin instead. I was so pissed off.
You know, right off the bat, I'd say this is a really great scene.
Pops. Excited for Wolfman movie, but will be a standalone, not relaunching Dark Universal Dark. The Mummy was the stake to the heart. Yeah, I mean, really, they could still do it.
Well, let me tell you, like, do Scary Pops? What? Sorry, one more time. How do you say the name again?
Two Boys and Their Scary Pops.
Two Boys and Their Scary Pops. Well, let me tell you something. Two Boys and Their Scary Pops. I am more than okay with them bringing back the Universal monsters in some capacity, but leaving them as their own little movies, because quite frankly, I've said this for like the last 4 fucking years. I'm tired of cinematic universes. Let me just put it that way. Now, I have to say, with this opening scene, they did a good job of making it look and feel like those movies. And I'm not just talking about the black and white, the sets too, the cinematography, it's all there. Like, I swear, for a second I thought, did I turn on Frankenstein?
Yeah,
I love this movie.
I could do without this guy's hair, though.
I agree. Do them as standalones. Well, you're looking at Dracula.
Really? He looks more like Chris Angel.
Well, were you expecting Bela Lugosi?
Well, I find that also interesting because speaking of vampire movies, Fright Night, like when, with Peter Vincent in the original, he is kind of like a Peter Cushing type.
That's true. The outfit that he wears, he looks very much like Peter Cushing's Van Helsing.
And then you get to that remake, which I know a lot of people like, but I don't. And
we're talking about the Fright Night remake.
Yeah,
I fucking hate that movie.
Okay, good, because I know a lot of people like that movie, but I'm not one of them. But
the CGI is atrocious. First of all,
it's really bad. But I really did not care for the whole Chris Angel look they were going for with Peter Vincent in that movie.
You know what's really sad too is that's David Tennant playing that role, and I'm like, no,
I know.
Peter Vincent.
I've been meaning to ask. I've been meaning to ask about that. How did that make you feel?
It made me feel weird. It's the same guy that plays the 10th Doctor, and now he's some aging rocker type goth.
Yeah,
or Chris Angel, like you said.
Yeah. But then again, what else is about to get butchered? I mean, not just whole franchises getting butchered, though. I mean, new original shit that butchers itself by having really stupid shit in it, like certain robots that like to tell you about their preferred...
Oh, you're talking about Warhammer?
or whatever the hell that was. That was like so dumb. Honestly, I think I had an aneurysm when I saw that.
Yeah, it's retarded.
Yeah.
Put simply.
Also, I really like how Stephen Sommers brings characters from his own movies back, because the guy who plays Igor is the same guy who plays Benny in The Mummy.
That's right. Think of my children.
You don't have children.
Did you say you do like that or you don't like that?
Like what?
No, I'm asking Carter. Did he say he likes that or not? Because I didn't catch that.
I said I do like how sometimes Stephen Sommers brings characters from his other movies.
Well, not characters,
actors. Actors.
But,
damn it, sorry.
But that's a good thing because that's what the original Universal monster movies would do. They would always bring back actors. I mean, it's not true. I mean, for fuck's sakes, they've had fucking Bela Lugosi play some kind of fortune teller in The Wolf Man, and then eventually he played Frankenstein's monster in Frankenstein Meets the Wolf Man.
Yeah.
And hell, in the one before that, I think it was Ghost of Frankenstein. Lon Chaney Jr. himself played Frankenstein's monster.
That's true.
But
didn't really stick to an actor. I think they really should have stuck to like Boris Karloff.
Yes. I mean, Lugosi and Chaney were still good, but when it comes to like the actors that play the monsters, they become synonymous with that one particular character. Like for me, Bela Lugosi, Dracula. Lon Chaney Jr., the Wolfman. Boris Karloff, the Mummy and Frankenstein's monster.
It's releasing. Look at it. Universal did that, releasing Dracula and Frankenstein. That's true. You had what was it? I, Frankenstein, and then Dracula Untold.
Oh yeah.
Listen, I didn't mind. The Mummy did bring in 300 million worldwide. Yeah. See, the thing is that you had Tom Cruise in there. That's like the main reason why that movie made its money, because it's Tom Cruise. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And if given a better script and a better story, Tom Cruise wasn't the problem in that movie. Not at all. The idea of a female mummy was also not the problem. It's just the way it was executed. Poor execution.
She fucking slaps him. Just slaps him like he's being like, honestly, when she slaps him, it's like watching one of those romantic comedies where the couple's having a falling out and the girl slaps him. Like, that's what it was like.
Okay,
The
really
Mummy.
quick. I don't know. Have you seen the opening to this?
No.
Have you got? Okay, I'm gonna shut up. This is important. Ish.
No, that's a key word.
You'll understand why.
Okay. And yeah, later.
You can see where I got the inspiration for the intro.
I kind of already knew, like, right away. It's like, let me
Fair
guess.
enough.
This is a clip from, well, even looking at him, it's like, that looks like Hugh Jackman as Van Helsing.
Listen,
You know,
for me, this is one of the best intros for a character that I've ever seen.
Ooh.
Like music, setting.
Also, the
visuals.
shot of Notre Dame.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is one sexy shot of Notre Dame.
Yep, it is.
See, now, whenever you look at this scene, you're not going to see it in its original form. You're only going to be hearing the Pepsi Man and then Pepsi. I'm looking at
As soon as I heard the Pepsi Man scream.
I love seeing your reaction. I got to put my own spin on these things, you know?
You know, speaking of Notre Dame, I should probably write a review for that movie. Like in Letterboxd, because like the Disney one.
Okay.
Because like, what was it? Like last year, I was doing the Renaissance movies on Letterboxd and I didn't finish them. I got up to Pocahontas and then I just kind of stopped.
Maybe because you were tired of Disney shit.
Hey, not with those movies. And hey, you hear that one of the directors for some of those movies like Aladdin and Hercules is like even he's calling out Disney for how they put the message first and the story and characters pretty much non-existent at all. Alan Musker, I believe his name is.
Well, I'll tell you this. If he's actually being genuine about it, then good for him. The thing is, I think you're going to be seeing a lot more of that in the coming years because it's soon going to be very unpopular to support Disney after they've butchered their own franchises. Like, not just Marvel and Star Wars, but their own classics. So, you know, just expect to see more people starting to turn on their masters and don't fall for the bullshit.
I know. Gotta be careful. Question everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, it's 2004 CGI.
Yep, and that's Mr. Hyde.
It's pretty bad.
Kind of makes you reconsider Russell Crowe's Mr. Hyde, huh?
Fuck! I'll take animated Leonard. I'll take the animated Leonard Nimoy from Pagemaster.
Ooh.
Also, I like how they made like when this came out, it had like a toy line, a video game, and an animated prequel called Mission London, where they had to go
the London assignment.
London assignment. Oh, what the hell?
Sasquatch.
Oh yeah, did I forget to mention that I have my own little StreamYard now, and I decided to make this the picture.
Oh, there you go.
Nice job.
And while I'm at it,
oh shit!
Johnny Depp was rumored to play the Invisible Man, which would be a good casting. Maybe we need 50 Shades of Frankenstein. Hey, you want to know something funny though? I don't think it was a rumor though, two boys, because if you remember, they were doing promotional work for the Dark Universe, and they had an entire cast. Like they had a picture of the entire cast. They showed the girl who plays the Mummy. I think they had Russell Crowe. They had Johnny Depp in there too. They were marketing the Dark Universe quite a bit. It really is a shame that it didn't get off the ground though. I would have loved to have seen it. Because watch, you know what they could have done? They could have done a build-up to their own Monster Squad.
Whoa.
Introduce the movies like fucking Marvel, all right? Give them their own individual movies with little Easter eggs scattered without, and then have your big mashup movie, The Monster Squad. You know, they could have done it. There's a market for it. It's just after Marvel did it. You see, watch. I think people aren't tired of the shared universe per se. It's more so how it's been handled. Because after Endgame, that was it. Aside from Marvel building up their universe, great. What do we have? We had DC try it and they failed. You had Universal do it, they failed. And then when Marvel came to their crescendo with Endgame, it went downhill from there. So I'm thinking to myself, I don't think it's that it's a fatigue of superheroes or it's a fatigue of the shared universe. Because look, when you say shared universe, what are you actually saying? Because if you have a universe with multiple different characters, you're naturally going to have different stories to tell. Star Wars is a great example. Before they started doing all the TV shows, what did we have in comic book form? We had the expanded universe telling different stories about the Mandalorians, about the Clone Wars. You had different things being told within the shared universe. So, if you have to define what you mean by you're tired of shared universes. If you're tired of the Marvel formula, that's one thing. It's just understand how you build a universe. A shared universe means you have a main story and then you have other side stories that branch out from that main story. There's your shared universe. Every franchise has some form of a shared universe.
Yikes.
The Vatican City.
No, it was that green screen shot that looked pretty shoddy.
Oh, yeah.
Just saying. Now I'm just gonna I'm just gonna test this out real quick. I'm gonna hit the mute here and just let me know if you can hear me.
Okay.
Can you hear me? You are fucking retarded.
I can hear you.
Oh, never mind then. I should have watched what I said.
Well,
would you like an animated Universal Monsters movie, like a monster universe like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse? A character ends up in a time warp and lands in Transylvania and Romania. I don't know if I would go that route. Like, look, you ready for this? Here's like a little dream project. Get Hugh Jackman's Van Helsing with Brendan Fraser's Rick O'Connell, and you got yourself a movie.
Ooh.
I mean, look, it's probably never going to happen, but fuck, dude, I would love to see it.
Yeah.
I would love to see it. Oh, get an Avengers team up movie in the Universal Monsters. I'll take it.
Yeah.
I
mean, I'm not going to be expecting some, AAA S+ ranked movie. Like, I'm not going to have the highest of expectations per se, but man, these are actors and characters I grew up with, so it holds a special place in my heart.
Well, let me tell you something about the whole expanded universe that gets under my skin just a bit.
Mm-hmm.
It's when something that happens in one movie that takes place in this larger than life universe, and I mean really larger than life universe.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, while it's made to feel epic in this little part of it, when you look at the bigger picture, it almost feels insignificant in a way. Like there's nothing wrong with it being small scale, but sometimes you wonder, did it really make much of a difference in the grand scheme of things? I mean, this is why I look back at the Raimi Spider-Man movies and why they're so fucking good. They're smaller scale, and they're not like, oh, Daredevil and the Fantastic Four are also in New York. We're not getting that shit. I mean, the most you get is a fucking joke referencing Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, if that was part of the MCU, with the whole power of the sun in the palm of my hand really have meant much, it would have just been one little battle in this big-ass universe where, maybe to someone like Thanos or Galactus or some shit, it would just be a fart in the wind.
I think that context is important. So, on one hand, yes, I see what you're saying. Mm-hmm. Having those standalone movies that you can enjoy, like, for example, the Matt Reeves Batman movies. That's obviously not connected to the DC EU, whatever, expanded universe, right? At the same time, I I mean, are we? I'm not. Look, I think that James Gunn did a great job with Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm not gonna lie though, that first image they released of Superman, the guy looked bored putting on his boots.
Of
Like, he
all
looked
the
like
things,
uninterested.
all you had to have him do when it comes to getting dressed, hello, opening his shirt, like the thing Superman does. Like, I've seen, like, that image got memed so bad. Like,
oh yeah.
Like, there was one I know Carter would like where it showed the fucking Megazord in the background fighting Galdar while he's just slipping his boots on, like all that shit. It's like, of all the things to have your first image of your new Superman doing, it's putting his boots on.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Gatling gun.
You have to have characters that the audience can identify with, as some viewers are not hardcore fans. I say throw in Kate Beckinsale too. Yeah, sure. I'll take Kate Beckinsale. But no, you're absolutely right. The thing is with some of these established franchises is that not everybody will have seen the previous movies. And, that can be an issue. At the same time, there's a way to introduce new audiences to old characters. There is a way to do it. And it doesn't have to come at the expense of the original fans that were with these franchises from the start. I look at Star Wars as a great example. Okay? We got the original trilogy. In the original trilogy, we didn't get to see much of the Old Republic. The only connections we had were Mon Mothma, Obi-Wan, Yoda, Vader, and the Emperor. Okay? Of course, in their original trilogy forms, we didn't see what they looked like in the prequels until we got the prequels. Okay? So we were sort of reintroduced to these characters at a different point in time. At the same time, we were introduced to other new characters, like Jango Fett, Count Dooku, Padme, Darth Maul. You had all these different characters, and they were put into a universe that had already been fleshed out to a certain extent before the prequels came out. And people, Star Wars fans and even new fans got introduced or reintroduced to Star Wars. There's a way to introduce new characters into a pre-existing universe to people that may not have seen it before. Of course, for Star Wars specifically, it's a little bit more difficult because, well, usually the rule of thumb is if you're going to introduce somebody to Star Wars, you have to show them 4, 5, and 6 first before you show them 1, 2, and 3. And that's because of plot points that will not have as much impact if you show them the first 3 movies as in episode 1, 2, and 3 first. It's just, I don't know, man. These days, it's so hard, it seems, to give us likable characters. I know that sounds weird to say. It's just, I can't name right now at the top of my head some really good characters. They're out there. Don't get me wrong. Well, shit, I'll do it. The characters from Godzilla -1. The human characters. Okay. New characters we've never seen before that we could relate to. But how about superheroes, right? Like, okay, you could say Batman, but he's already a pre-existing character, so it's not a new character. It's just a lot of these new characters, a lot of them aren't sticking that much anymore.
No.
Like, people, I don't know.
Hey, here she is, our badass heroine.
Oh yeah, look, another very powerful woman that nobody was complaining about being a strong woman. All right. Oh,
Yep.
but these
Don't
days,
you miss that?
These days, all the male fans are misogynistic. They don't like strong females, despite the fact that is one of the fantasies for guys in this type of genre or in these genres of having a woman into the same stuff you are, seeing a woman being strong and powerful.
Exactly.
I guess fans got more sexist and racist as time went along, rather than that stuff being left in the past. See how that mentality works? a mentality that doesn't make any sense, by the way.
Yeah,
You know,
because
like,
it's almost as if the writers knew better not to make it all about the fact that the character is a woman. You know, like I think my favorite part in the inevitable remake of this movie is going to be when she has to don Van Helsing's original suit. The suit is literal perfection.
The Sci-Fi Channel had come out, or was it the Sci-Fi Channel?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah,
they came out with a Van Helsing TV series, completely different from this. But the main Van Helsing character was a female, and from what I heard, she became a vampire for some reason. You know, the vampire hunter becomes a vampire herself. It's weird. Quick side note, I love this montage. And this music.
It's like a very nice remnants of Indiana Jones.
I was going to say Pirates of the Caribbean just because, you know, he's kind of on a ship.
Yeah.
Also, another thing that bothers me...
This looks like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Yep. Little bit of
take the path of Oedipus.
I can't tell if this is CGI, though. Or not.
It looks
legit.
Yeah.
And I fucking hope it is, because let me tell you, if there's one thing that I find so captivating when it comes to nature, it's the fucking mountains.
Yeah, that's true. A mountain valley. Look at that. That shot. It's a very nice shot.
It's fucking beautiful.
Okay. Great. Feels like I'm in Resident Evil 8.
Give us a movie with Dracula and Wolfman in the same film, follow along the lines of Alien and Aliens storyline, then bring in Creature and Frankenstein. Like introducing the characters. I mean, shit, dude. If you know this movie, I don't want to look. No spoilers for this movie because Danner hasn't seen it all the way through. But this movie did a pretty good job of mashing a lot of the Universal monsters, some of the noteworthy ones together. I mean, I'm not saying that Creature from the Black Lagoon isn't noteworthy.
Oh, Captain Faramir.
Oh, you didn't realize that was him?
No, I just realized that was him.
Yeah, he's been with us for a little while, but no, that's okay. Yeah, he's here. I like him. I mean, he's no Faramir in this movie. He's more of the comic relief, but he does a good job. Quick side note.
Okay, that should be the meme. That should be another meme. Boromir wouldn't be the comic relief in a Van Helsing movie.
Disarmed.
I wish you would. Oh, he's putting up a fight. Back away.
They all look scared as shit.
Fuck your laws. Get down.
Yikes.
Well, this is Dracula.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is... You gotta have his brides, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
In some ways, this is kind of reminding me of, I mean, I don't know if you would know it, but Fable.
I've heard of it, but I've never seen any gameplay.
Yeah, well, from what I understand, Fable was an Xbox exclusive. But, you know,
well, that
Xbox ain't doing so well right now because, you know, they keep closing a bunch of studios and they're not doing too good when it comes to, I don't know, games. Like
everything's about entertainment.
My man.
Well, I mean, did you see that video that Jeremy did talking about that Sarah Bond or whatever her name is?
No, I didn't. Well, I'll probably watch it later, maybe after the stream. Well,
perhaps.
What happened?
Well, we'll wait.
Okay.
It's the kind of modern shit that you should expect at this point. A good reason why.
I'll say this. I do know that they're putting a bunch of DEI or DIE, as I call it, consultants in like all the Call of Duties now, like all the Call of Duty studios, which is disappointing because
Another
I'm
cow.
looking forward to Black Ops 6, but DIE bullshit, no thanks.
Yeah, but I mean
What's
that's
going on, Kyle?
Hey.
but that's the thing though. I mean, like fucking between like when it comes to the three gaming titans, I'd say the one that I'd say is still doing the most consistently well, maybe not perfect, but well, would have to be, well, yeah. Mainly because Nintendo mainly does stay focused on, games and not that season pass crap or whatever.
I will say this, though. I think in one of the Mario games that they're releasing or has already released, they included some pronoun bullshit. I think that's something that I heard. I can't confirm 100%, but
doesn't I mean, fuck if I know. For Dracula today, who comes to mind actor-wise you would want to see?
Shit. That's a good question.
And I'm just looking at my Joker figure fell over.
Huh, Jared Leto as Dracula? Oh, wait a minute!
Fuck
it's Morbin time.
You know what? I'll take that meme over the entirety of Disney Marvel's entire TV show catalog. I'll take Morbius over She-Hulk, over
John Hamm.
Whatever the other ones were.
I'm John Hamm.
Who is John Hamm?
Mad Men. Don Draper. Shit. Well, what movies has he been in? Let me look that up.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
I don't know. Just a thought.
Quick side note. This movie just recently had its anniversary this year.
Yeah, it's 20 years old.
Excuse me. Wow.
Crazy.
Excuse me.
Actually, you know what? I think I actually have the Blu-ray. Let me see. Hey, quick side note. I don't know if he's going to join in tonight, but J-Man does not like this movie.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. He was in Top Gun Maverick.
Are you talking about blonde hair, blue-eyed guy?
Well, most images I see of him, he's usually black-haired.
Is he in the new Twisters movie?
In the new what?
In the new Twister movie.
Fuck if I know. Let me look.
Also.
No. Well, I'm just going to keep looking at his filmography here, see if there's something else he may.
Okay.
No.
Now here's a dumb question. How the hell do they get inside? I thought they weren't allowed in unless
Baby Driver.
Never watched Baby Driver.
Tag?
What?
Tag?
Mm-mm.
Like the movie Tag?
Nope.
No? Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
Hey, you know what? I got my own little Blu-ray Universal Monsters catalog right here. Unfortunately, it includes this. This.
Gross. Yeah.
This.
I'll give him credit. Benicio del Toro does kind of resemble Lon Chaney Jr. just enough.
Fair enough. And of course, Van Helsing on Blu-ray. Yes, sir. I have my own little collection. Look, what is it? Oh yeah, the 2010 Wolfman. I love it. I like it a lot, actually. Probably more so than I should, but I love the twist of having two werewolves in it. My only critique would be that I wish we would have seen more of the father werewolf. You know what I mean? Like, have like a little bit of a mystery to the film. More mystery. There's already mystery to it, but like, okay, you have two werewolves running amok, but there's two different werewolf attacks going on at two different places. It's like, is there more than one? It's like, I mean, obviously yes, but I don't know. I like the idea of more than one werewolf.
Speaking of werewolves, because yesterday I was reading the Goosebumps book, Werewolf of Fever Swamp. Now, I don't know if you know the story, but when we get the reveal of who the werewolf is in the book, just imagining the scene in my head actually did get under my skin a bit. It's the idea of like you're with someone and you go into the woods and then they just run off. You can't find them, and then next thing you know, they're a werewolf attacking you. Just the way I was picturing it was like, that's fucking creepy.
Speaking of werewolf, I'm curious to get your thoughts on the werewolf transformations that you're going to be seeing in this movie.
I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
I'm not going to lie. It's
what's this?
Holy water.
I know.
And bitch got caught with their pants down, and she's dead. Listen, I love that crossbow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The concept of essentially a freaking an automatic rifle, but in crossbow form. Yes, please.
You know, I think it's fair to say that thing would not be out of place from Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Like, I can't excuse it all the time, but yeah, that CGI is fucking hideous.
2004 CGI, yes, sir.
I mean, yeah, that skeleton looked like a fucking PlayStation 2 game.
Did you hear the little squeaky sound too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, playing it for laughs, popcorn flick. I love this movie. And all its bad CGI. I don't care.
And
how about Mark Hamill's Van Helsing? No, I'm sorry. My views on Mark Hamill are severely tainted, and I can't unsee it. Look, when the moment he said Obi-Wan Kenobi, I said, please stop. Like, not even just political
celebrities. Celebrities in politics, will you just fucking give it a rest? Just shut up and entertain.
I miss the days when you didn't know what they were thinking.
Yeah.
Because that way I can enjoy their movies more.
Now, I will admit, as an actor, I could see it. But we already had a Star Wars actor play Van Helsing.
I don't think we need another.
No. Not to mention a Star Wars actor play fucking Dracula.
Tom Hiddleston as Dracula. That could work.
Yeah.
That could be something. I mean, look, you could almost look at Loki as a Dracula archetype. At least certain aspects of him. The sort of suave, well-dressed type. I could see it. I mean, look, we have this guy here as Dracula. I forget the actor's name, but if you look at how he looks, he kind of looks like he has that sort of Loki, Tom Hiddleston look to him. So I can see that. It'd be interesting. Hey, you know what? You could be really funny. You could have Tom Hiddleston as Dracula and Chris Hemsworth as Van Helsing. That'd be kind of funny. I could see it. It'd be kind of weird, but I could see it. So Dracula loses one of his 3 brides, and then he's all right. Oh, hey, it's all right. I know I got 2 chicks, but I can always get a 3rd. I don't know what to say. What is Danner doing over there? Danner! I don't think he can hear us. I'm really curious as to what he's doing over there. You know, he's wearing his Jurassic Park shirt, and I feel kind of bad that I'm not wearing mine.
Yeah, don't. I just picked a random shirt today, so.
Oh, look, werewolf.
I was putting Joker back up because, like I said, he fell down.
Gotcha.
And then I was just checking shit on my phone real quick.
Hey, you want to talk about weird CGI? You're about to see some more.
What the hell was that?
Listen, Dracula's brides have always been a very sensual thing. That being said, this movie really takes that to the extreme. Especially right here.
Yeah, I can tell.
Just slap me when I continue saying the obvious. Or just tell me to shut up. It's getting annoying.
Oh no, it's cool. It's cool.
I find it funny that Dracula has adopted Igor after he killed
or betrayed him.
Oh yeah, more weird CGI. Here you go.
Also,
now look, I can't understand exactly what this is about. They turn into ice and they're just on the wall. Obviously, they're doing something.
You know,
you can picture in your mind what they're doing, but it's still weird regardless.
Hey, you know what we're going to have to do if we're going to keep up with this Universal monster stuff during this following year? Besides, obviously, we should rewatch some of the old classics. We should watch the Mel Brooks movies.
I've never seen Young Frankenstein.
Like Young? That's Frankenstein.
Well, excuse me, Mr. Bobbiner. Listen, I'm going to be honest here. Listen, I'm going to be honest here. When I was making the audio for it, like, I didn't think that the AI was going to pronounce it Bobbiner instead of Bo Banner.
Which is weird because it has done it right before. But
that is the weird part.
But by the way, there's the other Mel Brooks movie, Dracula, Dead and Loving It.
Oh, that's the one with Leslie Nielsen, right?
Leslie Nielsen, as well as that guy from the remake of The Shining. He's in it too.
You're talking about the guy who plays as Jack?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, Steven Weber.
Oh no. Hey, well, at least it's not featuring a kid who can't close his mouth.
Little mouth breather. Close your damn mouth. That's what I want to do every time I see a kid. Just want to just put my finger through the screen, just go.
So look, I really wish that this movie would have got a sequel, just because they hint to a lot of mystery to Van Helsing's backstory that we never get to learn, unfortunately. We get teases about it. Now, I don't know if Stephen Sommers was planning to do any more Van Helsing movies after this. I mean, because you could take it either way. You can take it as a standalone movie, or you could take it as a one installment in a series.
I mean, the franchise rights alone will make us rich beyond our wildest dreams.
Shit, if he was the one helming the project, then I'd say yeah. I mean, look, he's already done The Mummy, right? Now he's got the rest of the Universal well, not the rest, like all of them. A good portion of them.
You know what I just referenced there, right?
Of course, Ghostbusters.
Thank you. I just had to make sure you caught on to that. You know how it is. Anytime someone makes a reference and nobody acknowledges it, they get a little
quiet.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is where some of the... Oh, I'm going to shut up. I'm going to shut up. The suspense is not killing me.
Whatever keeps her in that outfit.
I mean, hey, it's a nice outfit, right?
It is. She's rocking the look. Now, wait, which came out first, this or Underworld?
Wasn't Underworld in 2001? The first
2003. 2003.
Okay, so
Okay,
Underworld's out first then. I like this look, but I like the Celine out look better, at least for the hair. I like that short, dark hair.
Yeah.
Of course, at the same time, the outfit for this character is great.
Plus, I do like this little POV shot.
Yeah, I mean the werewolf vision is kind of generic, but oh right, spoilers. It's a nice pistol though.
What kind of pistol is it?
Possibly a flintlock. Flintlock.
Okay. I know, that was a test. Because it's kind of your duty that every time we see a firearm in a movie, you have to point out what kind of firearm it is.
Granted, he does it anyway, right?
Yeah,
That's true.
also, also, Valeric's pistol, also, Balkan's pistol earlier was a Schofield pistol.
Hey, speaking of flintlock pistols, you know what I saw on Blu-ray? Right.
Here we go. Just watch. This is where things get. I don't know. We'll see.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
At least he's not doing a backwards crab walk.
Now, keep in mind, this movie is PG-13, which may or may not have been a good thing. I'll leave that for you to decide, but there's your werewolf transformation. That is not the only werewolf transformation, but that werewolf transformation always gets me because it's different. I'll say that. Like, compared to what we've got in the past, like the beast emerging from underneath the skin instead of just like a full-on growing of hair and stuff. It's interesting.
But beast growing from within, it resonates with you a lot more when done well practically.
That and with the extra blood.
Yeah.
Look, again, PG-13.
I mean, hell, one of my favorite transformation body horror scenes is actually, oddly enough, with this guy in Nightmare 2.
I thought so.
Yeah. Like, that was actually really cool.
Gruesome.
Yeah. Very underrated use of great practical effects, by the way. I mean, say what you want about how weird that movie is, but that scene was pretty cool. Like with Freddy's eye appearing in Jesse's mouth.
And make it gay. Sorry.
There was no gay chick in that, just a possibly gay boy who couldn't figure himself out.
Couldn't help it.
I know. You got greedy.
I did. But hey, you know what? I love this guy's outfit. Not the Undertaker here. I'm talking about Van Helsing. That hat. I love that hat.
You know, I'm just going to say it. Van Helsing looks like the Undertaker.
Now, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
That's a good thing. Who do you think my favorite wrestler was?
Hey, that's a real good choice. You know, I would say my favorite wrestler was John Cena. And then I saw him make that Ching Chong video. Apologizing to the Chinese people for nothing. And I was like, yeah, you know what? I lost my respect for you, sir.
Yeah.
I wanted to see him in a Predator movie.
But then again, I think I already lost a little respect for him when he agreed to be in a fucking Fred movie.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Anyway, he's the best part of this movie because he abuses Fred.
The imaginary father figure, right?
Oh,
right.
We lost you for a sec.
Really? Ugh.
Yeah, we straight up
We're
lost
good?
you. Yep. Yeah, like your screen froze, and then we got the loading screen, but you're back.
Ooh. Fair warning: there is a storm in our area, so if me and Carter, or hell, if even just me or Carter just randomly cuts out, you know why.
Uh-huh.
Well, at least you're giving me a warning this time.
Would have been awkward, like the Capitan. Just
But again, I was confused. I was like, "Is it me? Am I frozen?" And I'm just not seeing it. But just I can still see myself on my end. What is going on?
Yep.
I guess I should have just went on my phone to check the YouTube video itself. But
hey, it's all right. You were kind of by yourself for a bit.
Yep. Oh,
okay.
by the way,
Mhm.
Yes.
Sorry, I was just Van Helsing's pistols are Webley Fosbury automatic revolvers.
Interesting.
All right.
Okay, so there's a weird thing about the werewolf lore in this movie. So, as you already have seen, there's a full moon. But for some reason, when the full moon is covered up by clouds, it reverts the werewolf transformation.
That would suck.
This makes sense, though, doesn't it? Or does it? What do you think?
I don't think it does. I mean, that just seems like a pretty stupid design flaw for a curse. Especially just think about if you were the werewolf, right? A cloud rolls in and then you turn back to yourself and you're all, I'm free. Cloud passes by. Now you got to deal with the fucking agony of transforming again. And again. And again. And again.
Anytime there's a goddamn storm, it's like, well, damn. I got to go from, like, okay, watch this. What would happen if you're mid-transformation and then a cloud passes over and then you revert back? It's like, okay, so your snout extends out and then it goes back and then out.
Ow.
That's got to be painful as hell.
Yeah.
So that is the unfortunate thing. We don't get to see much of Dr. Frankenstein in this movie.
Bummer.
Because he's dead. But again, I mean, this is more focused on Van Helsing, so there is that.
Well, yeah, it's the fucking title of the movie.
I know, but nothing. No. Anyway. Oh yeah, look, werewolf! Yay! This guy's like Spider-Man. Yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, watch this. This is pretty weird. Stays like the reverse. The man within the beast.
Yeah. You know what we just said he is like Spider-Man, but apparently he's also like the Hulk. Because his pants are still intact.
Yeah.
Oh, that is weird. I mean, granted, we do see Lon Chaney's Wolfman in full wool-on clothing, don't we? No clothes ripping there.
Yeah, but that was different.
It is. Yeah, Incredible Hulk Wolfman. That's funny. Oh, look.
Why don't you try opening your mouth next time you scream no?
Oh, it's an interesting idea that Dracula uses werewolves to do his bidding.
Hmm. Well, I mean, I know we talked about this with the Monster Squad. It makes sense because he's always been like the ringleader type.
Yeah. I mean, you wouldn't expect the Wolfman to be the leader of a monster squad, right? Because it's the werewolf. He's not really cognizant like Dracula would be.
And Frankenstein's monster, well, he's a fucking monster.
Yeah.
Like, just a kind of...
Unless we're talking about I, Frankenstein, in which case it's
Can
Harvey
we
Dent.
not? Can we not talk about I, Frankenstein?
I don't know.
The only other of the Universal monsters who could come off as sort of an evil leader type, I'd say, would be the Mummy.
Yeah.
But then again, Dracula, Lord of the Dead, wears a cape, blah, blah, blah. It makes sense.
Well, you know, it would have been cool if they had followed through or if they had written the 2017 Mummy movie to be better. Because having the Lord of Death be like a big villain that you have to get a monster squad to team up and defeat him, that would be really... I can see so many people being like, oh, this is complete dog shit. Why would the Universal monsters be good guys? Well, you know what? Most of the time, they're monsters and they're bad guys. So why not subvert your stupid expectations and make them good guys? Because fuck you.
Oh, and here's another thing, and I know people like to just point out the obvious here, but when we talk about Frankenstein's monster, people will like to point out Frankenstein himself is the monster.
So are we doing that video game nerd thing about, who's the real Frankenstein monster? The creator or the creation?
Yeah, the creator. I mean, obviously he gets some redemption, which was one of my favorite parts in Bride of Frankenstein, where it's like, no, you go. You know, with like beckoning him, like, no, you get out of here. You have a chance for redemption. You go. We stay. We belong dead.
It's true. Oh, the werewolf was getting electroshock therapy.
Yeah, shock him.
Yeah.
I love Dracula's anti-gravity positioning. Like he literally saw him walking upside down not 10, 15 minutes ago. Now he's just doing it again. It's like, what the hell's going on here? Well, this is disgusting. It's like gremlin shit. Yeah,
really? Gremlins?
Yeah. You use, you lose.
Well, no, this is supposed to be Dracula's children.
Yeah.
You know, because he has like 2 brides. Well, once 3, but...
True.
Hey,
now watch
anybody
this.
got a lighter?
He took off his glove to grab at the gooey shit instead of leaving the glove on.
Ugh. Why would you do that?
It's a very good question. Maybe he's going to use his claws to rip something out.
If he wanted to use his claws, he'd start berserk or attacking every single one of these fucking things.
Also, it's a Remington 870 mock-up.
Oh, very nice. That's a really good thought.
Oh my god, it's the fucking denizens, except they have wings.
Ugh.
No, they fly now.
Don't you fucking bring that shit up.
Don't. Just don't.
I love how Dracula's just looking over Igor, just like, waiting. More bad CGI. But I love it because really there's no other way you're going to do these things in practical that make it look like it needs to look.
Well, it's not the worst CGI I've seen so far.
Fair enough.
Although that camera work could be a little less nauseating.
It's like a roller coaster.
Yeah. And hey, I would rather ride a roller coaster than have to worry about riding one to progress the story in a fucking Spider-Man game.
Yeah, I feel bad for you. kind of feel bad for myself because I have the fucking.
I'm still not over that.
Oh, I wouldn't expect you to be over it at all.
I get the character development, but my God, did we really need to condense going on rides in an amusement park and playing games to fucking progress a story in a Spider-Man game?
Side quest, yes. Main quest, no.
No. That'd be like if we got another Arkham game and, hey, while you're out in public as Bruce Wayne, be sure to go to Walmart and get your groceries for Alfred.
Actually, I
don't know. You play as Alfred to go get the fucking groceries.
Well, that or you could play as Oracle in a wheelchair.
You know what? Okay, so
hey, actually, to be fair, if it gave you the level of immersion to feel like you're aiding Batman while you're sitting there with a controller in hand, giving him technical advice, there might be some value in that kind of immersion, but just as a fun little activity, not like the main thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, after all, we are staring at a screen.
Mm-hmm.
Just a thought.
Yeah.
Also, so you know that bit where the little bats are flying past the window? It's giving me Wizard of Oz vibes. You know, with the flying monkeys.
You're right. Similar camera angle too. Now that I think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, Carter, no spoilers. Yeah, man, has not seen this movie through.
I'm not.
Speaking of which, I saw the fucking trailer for Wicked.
For what?
Oh no. Wicked.
After the stream?
Yeah, just hang on.
Oh, okay.
I'll just send the link in the bureau.
Okay. This guy is just not having a good day. He turns into a werewolf. He's getting electroshock therapy to power the lives of bat creatures. It's not a very good day.
No.
Or
in fact,
night.
I'd say it's... Yeah, I'd say it's downright shitty.
CGI bat creatures, no.
You know what they actually remind me of?
Mm.
The Cornish pixies from Chamber of Secrets.
Oh my God. You're right. They kind of do, except 10 times uglier.
True.
You kidding me? That movie's all about ugly.
Hey, now. I like that one. That's my favorite Harry Potter movie.
Yeah, Chamber of Secrets is good.
Well, you already know what I am.
And know what it Fili, Spirit of Sanctity.
I don't speak Spanish.
That's Latin, dumbass.
I'm sorry. I don't speak Japanese.
Eh?
Sorry, it's a video game quote. Only Carter would know.
Yeah. Setsubo no Shima.
Thank you. Oh, that's right. Spoiler alert. Dracula knows Van Helsing, but not in the way that you think.
Gabriel? His name is Gabriel?
Not Abraham. That's the funny thing.
I don't know. Gabriel's not a very intimidating name.
Well, you don't call him Gabriel Van Helsing. You just call him Van Helsing.
I know. I mean, Gabriel is more of a comedic-like character. You know, like the trickster.
Huh. Hey, you know what? Speaking of which, I'm actually back in Supernatural again.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm on episode 10 now.
Hey, speaking of the trickster, did you ever see that Pepsi commercial he was in?
He was in a Pepsi commercial.
Pepsi Max, to be more specific.
Ew.
Yeah.
That's kind of gross.
Well, it was a remake of an old Pepsi commercial. With, like, you know, you got the Pepsi guy at the diner and there's the Coke guy at the diner and they become friends. But then when the Coke guy wouldn't give him back his Pepsi, then the Pepsi guy and him get in a fight. They did a remake of that one with Pepsi Max and Coke Zero. And the trickster guy, whatever his name is, played the Pepsi guy. And then he tricks the Coke guy into drinking the Pepsi Max, and then he starts filming it on his phone to upload it to YouTube. And then that's when the fight ensues. It was pretty funny.
Pepsi for TV game.
Pepsi for the trickster. But again, the reveal that his name is Gabriel, I'm almost thinking of that scene from Robin Hood Men in Tights.
That's another movie I need to see.
Yep.
Yeah. We'll have to do a watch party for that one, maybe Daner's day off, but I swear to God, I refuse to do it without Bratman.
Hey, fair enough.
Because he's a big fan of that movie as well.
Well, in that case, then we got to get him on.
Yeah.
Anna, my sister. Hey, I know I just got electrocuted and all, but I might be turning into a werewolf again. Go away.
Yep.
Watch this. Watch this.
Ah! The hell was that?
The eyes always get me. The eyes.
I'm just curious how the lighting looks.
Hey, I'll do it too. Actually, I think my camera won't be able to focus on my face. Probably.
I'm just testing it out because my image looks a lot clearer on this new camera. Or, on this computer and shit.
Right.
Dracula?
Wow, that's an interesting story bit.
What the?
Oh yeah, this is still happening. And Faramir has a weird hat on. Yes, sir.
Boromir wouldn't wear silly hats like that.
I don't know, how would this movie have done with Sean Bean in it?
He'd die. But, I mean, that's the thing. I don't think I even care what this character's name is. I'm just going to keep calling him Faramir.
Well, you probably wouldn't want to know his name anyway, but I'll give it to you. Carl.
Well, eat your heart out, Ada Wong.
Okay. Carl.
Yeah, no kidding. That's right. Grapple gun, bitches. We're doing the Batman.
Did the cable really have to go in a spiral pattern like that, though?
I don't know.
Eat your
Did
heart
the
out,
goblin
Ada
have
Wong.
to turn the stove on?
I don't know. Did Levi have to take off his shirt?
Depends on the Levi we're talking about.
My special boy, Levi.
Oh.
The question I always ask just to annoy them, why did Levi take off his shirt? I mean, Chad has an answer to that, but I just like to keep pestering them anyway because it's funny.
Fair enough.
Oh, God. That CG River.
Oh, yeah. It's good stuff, isn't it? It'll pull the ears off a Gundart. Star Wars, remember that? Remember when it used to be good? I remember those days.
So do I. I'll do my best to relive them. You're a monk.
Actually, I'm still just friar.
He's a monk, but he looks like a monkey with those ears.
Oh, hey, the werewolf is okay, by the way. Thanks for asking.
That's good, yeah.
I hope so. Hunt them down, kill them.
Yeah. Also, absinthe. It's amazing.
Watch. That's the funny thing about this movie is that they introduce a new way to kill Dracula, but it's using none of the tricks you would think work on vampires. There's something more to this bastard. He's like the first of his kind.
So you can't just throw Bryce on the ground and you have to start counting him?
No, because that type of shit only works on the fairies from Twilight.
Mm-hmm.
Quick side note, I love this. Seeing Kate Beckinsale with the Van Helsing hat on. It's cute.
She looks like a pilgrim.
She looks cute.
Yep. Also, it's amazing
Cute
how that
pilgrim.
absinthe actually how that absinthe is still bottled up. Isn't that shit flammable?
I don't know. Does the goblin turn the stove on? Check this out. Check this out. Look at this, Danner.
That is cool.
Look, Danner.
What?
Look, Danner.
Oh. Oh. There you go. There you go.
Oh, look. Faramir's having a nightmare. Vampires.
He must be having a nightmare about Denethor.
Who wouldn't? The bastard tried to set him on fire.
Well, not
Oh yeah,
just
check
that,
this shit out. This isn't.
just the way he eats those fucking tomatoes.
True. May become a wolf when the wolfbane blooms and the autumn moon is bright.
It sure looks like a spooky night, doesn't it? The sky is blue, the grass is green. It's the same two graphics as the other two games.
This is pretty cool.
Interesting.
Oh! That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Listen, I can't tell you how many times I watched this movie on a portable DVD player.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, whenever me and my parents would go visit my uncle up in Indiana, I always had a binder full of DVDs and a portable DVD player ready for the road trip. This was before the advent of cell phones and movies on cell phones. Kids.
Oh, yeah.
But no, I had this movie. I had it with me all the time. All the time. One of my favorite movies. I watched this movie so many times. Like it's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Monster.
Hey, spoilers, motherfucker.
What the fuck?
Oh, yeah. Check this out.
Duh. Okay, that I did not need to see. Sorry.
Fair enough.
Maybe that's why J-Man isn't a fan. Because that kind of shit I thought was a bit too excessive for someone like Frankenstein.
Maybe.
I know J-Man's a big fan of Frank.
Frank of the Stones.
Sure.
I'll say this: Frankenstein does a lot of talking compared to previous iterations.
Now that's another thing. I don't need him talking that much. Just keep down to a few simple words and a lot of loud noises. Kind of like me.
Are you trying to imply that you're the Frankenstein monster?
No. If I did, I would have been wearing his masks during that night, as
Fair
opposed to
enough.
Gilman.
But I mean, Gilman's your favorite, right?
That's true. He is.
Well, for me, it's a toss-up between the Wolfman and Dracula.
Yep. There he is right there. There's Gilman, and there's Wolfman, and there's Dracula, and look, there's Frankenstein. You could even see the little bat.
And there's J-Man. No, I wish. He's not.
And then there's Mort. And then there's Mort. What the hell? And then there's Mort. And then there's Mort.
There he is. I remember that. That was pretty annoying, wasn't it? It's kind of like when the skit where it's the misleading movie company intros.
The movie logos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But in regards to my experience before Furiosa actually started playing, now mine was more like that Simpsons clip where it was just like preview. Like, at least with logos, at least you know the movie is about to start. But yeah, that was still funny. Like panting man's wounded shoulder pictures.
Oh, fun fact. I used this clip in the Terminator Dark Fate reviews.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever you do, Carl, don't stare at him. I'm staring at him. Is that a man? Actually, it's 12 men. It's actually 12 of them, actually. Parts of them, anyway. Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. Okay.
Here's the Indiana Jones reference.
What's the Indiana? Oh, right.
Although that map is actually giving me some serious Middle Earth vibes.
Oh, I know, right? The camera work too. I mean, it all kind of
locations, the details of the mountains on the map too. Like, it seriously reminds me of Lord of the Rings. While we're at it, there's fucking Faramir.
You don't really notice that before.
I mean, it was still the early 2000s, and a lot of fantasy movies wanted to try and tap into, at least attempt to tap into what made Lord of the Rings so magical. Spoiler alert, some of them really tried and it failed. We're different.
Freddy lost his hat.
We don't fail.
And crossbow. The fuck?
Oh.
What in the Evil Dead 2 bullshit is that? Okay. Well. Okay, Van Helsing. I guess it's time to Dukes of Hazzard this shit.
Are you sure? It looks more like Road Trip to me. If you've seen that movie.
Mm-hmm.
I have not. I'm sorry.
There is a part in that movie where they come across a broken bridge.
Uh-oh. Redhead!
Ho, ho, ho!
Hey, there's the Wolverine scream.
Yep. He just can't help himself.
Gotcha, bitch.
Whoops.
Clever, clever.
You know, I gotta say, even the music's pretty good.
Well, it should be because it's Alan Silvestri that did it.
Ah, that explains everything.
Mm-hmm.
Just remember, he also did the score to Mac and Me.
Yeah.
I can't.
But yeah, to be real, like he is in my top 5 like composers for film.
Uh-oh. Incoming!
I mean, where do I begin with the guy? Back to
Predator.
the Future? Yes, that too. The Avengers.
Yeah.
Hell, what? Hell, I'll even say Stuart Little for fuck's sakes.
Fair enough.
Oh boy.
Oof.
I really wish that I had an adamantium skeleton right about now.
Right?
Oh. Woo.
Whatever you do, don't kick him in the balls. We said anything goes. Anything goes, but he'll take it personal.
You know, speaking of balls and Wolverine, I do like that part in X-Men 3.
What?
With the guy whose arms keep growing back, and then Wolverine just kicks him in the nads. Grow those back.
Fair enough.
I mean, I really don't like that movie, but that moment still makes me chuckle.
Oh, yeah. Understandable. Hey, there's some keeping to the canon or the lore. Frankenstein is afraid of the fire.
Yep.
Shout out to the fact that that was not a CGI fire at that point. Anyway.
That's good, yeah.
It is a little sad, yes.
How tragic. He's at peace now. No, really, he is.
Oh,
Whoa.
ain't over yet.
Ooh.
He's been bitten. Bitten by a werewolf.
Oh. Oh, but what if he wasn't bitten by a werewolf, but bitten by, get this, a Wolverine?
Funny. But you know what they say, whoever is bitten by a werewolf and lives becomes a werewolf himself.
That's true.
Maria Uspenskaya as the Gypsy Woman. 1941's The Wolfman.
Yep. Good one. So let me ask you this. If they play the extended versions of Lord of the Rings at a theater near you, would you go?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I would really only go if it was going to be packed. And here's why. You know how everyone loves the Rohirrim on the Pelennor Field scene so much because it's awesome?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I swear to God, if I was in a packed theater for that, and, you know, with the death, if the audience wouldn't go along with it, I'd say, fuck every single fucking one of you. And because we always talk about the movie going experience and how it's kind of gone downhill over the last few years.
Mm-hmm.
We need shit like that back.
That's true.
I haven't had like a truly like holy shit experience since fucking Endgame.
Very true.
And I guess maybe Spider-Man No Way Home, because there was a lot of eruption of cheer and applause when Toby and Andrew came back.
Yeah,
very
true.
But those were like fan service moments as opposed to like a big epic battle that's about to ensue, like Avengers Assemble.
Right.
We need something like that back. And I think Lord of the Rings, like even with them being like 20-plus-year-old movies, I mean, like, I'm just trying to imagine that right now. King Theoden shouts death, and then the crowd follows suit.
Well, the thing is that the Lord of the Rings films is the perfect trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
I'll stand by it.
Yes.
It is a perfect trilogy. Among the best.
1,000%. 1,000%.
Oh, yeah. The Hunt for Gollum. No.
Just no.
Peter Jackson needs to focus on something else.
I mean,
you already know. I kind of have an irrational fear, or maybe a very rational fear of, one of the all-time best directors coming back years later for a project, only for it to be shit.
Ridley Scott. What? Was that not what you had in mind?
And James Cameron, for that matter.
Ah, okay.
Now, granted, he didn't direct Dark Fake, but he sure as hell wrote that.
Did you say Dark Fake?
Maybe I did.
Sound like you said that.
Sorry. Dark Fate. But no, I mean, seriously, it just... You already know how I feel about that. You watched it once. I'm in the middle of a review series, which I still need to get back to. I know, it's... Oh, yeah, look at that. Dracula making out. Yay, that's what we need.
Not sucking on their neck. Nope.
Yeah, crap. Be right back. Use the restroom.
Okay. Listen, this movie shows a lot of cleavage. This cannot be understated. I mean, the vampire brides.
Yeah.
I mean, that previous scene with the redhead bride. I mean, the way she was just bent over, it's just like, my God in heaven, please.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit excessive.
Well.
But am I really going to complain about it?
Hell no. What are you, some kind of furry?
Ain't here. He'll be back later.
He'll be back.
I need to do something for me. Faramir. Oh yeah, check this out. Boom.
Yeah.
They're all vampires. It's an entire room full of vampires.
Oh. That's pretty frightening to look at when you think about it.
Yeah. Hey, it's the Wolverine.
I was going to say it's the Flying Graysons.
Fair enough.
Oh, geez. He had his finger right in between.
Yeah.
He busted. Whoa!
Oops!
Did I do that?
He just throws him. See, this is what I mean. Entertaining popcorn flick. That's like a classic superhero moment, and you don't even need a superhero for it.
Yeah. You just have a guy who's known for playing a certain superhero.
Right. Hey, how the hell did he
Furry
change his
midget.
outfit so fast? You see? He changed his outfit. What the fuck?
He did.
Didn't even notice that. Shut up, you little twerp.
He's starting to remind me a little more of Peter Boyle as Frankenstein's monster. Yep. All that shit with their mouths does kind of remind me of that scene in The Mummy.
That's true. But hey, it is Stephen Summers, so it makes sense.
Exactly.
Through that window.
Where are we going?
Well, that solves the vampire problem.
Indeed.
No kidding. That's crazy that we're looking at freaking Benny in makeup there.
Right? You say goodbye to your friends.
Say goodbye to
You shut the Yeah, you shut the fuck up and pray to every single religion.
I love that scene.
How could you not? I can't wait to watch that one. The Mummy Returns, I haven't even seen that one like since it came out.
Wow.
And I'll admit, I didn't even see the fucking third one.
I wouldn't. I mean, that could be
I don't plan to.
I mean, that could be a contender for the dumpster.
I don't wanna. I mean, even before it came out, there was already the big red flag. There's no Mummy. And Maria Bello.
Yeah.
Like, no, I want Rachel Weisz with her shaved eyebrows.
I love the werewolf theme in this movie.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but I like it.
Where?
I'm not gonna lie though, I love how Rachel Weisz looks in The Mummy Returns with her eyebrows and stuff and such.
Yeah. But where Wolverine? I'm trying to get as much mileage as I can out of that.
It is very opportunistic.
Yeah.
Faramir. Can we just take a moment and appreciate
I've returned.
the middle ages? Welcome back. The Middle Ages Gothic architecture.
Oh hell yeah!
It's something that's like a lost art form these days.
Indeed. Like, you ever see like how those become like tourist attractions in Europe?
Yeah.
Fuck me, I want to go to one.
These days, I wouldn't, for one particular reason.
Which
the
is
mass illegal immigration that has turned beautiful cities into shitholes for all intents and purposes.
True.
It's not good. It's not not a good situation over there in Europe. I've seen so many videos of these fucking migrants that are just they're given the royal treatment, but they're making a muck of the cities, crime rates going up. It's terrible. It's terrible.
So what's a timestamp?
I'm at an hour, 33 minutes, and 5 seconds.
Yeah.
It's a nice look at that. Okay, again, like you were saying, Middle Earth. There you go.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. I love that. Oh, there it's not. Don't worry, you got a piece right here. The Vatican hoarding knowledge. Huh? How interesting, huh?
Right.
I'm hearing somebody's engines turn on. What am I listening to?
That's weird.
Somebody's fan, maybe?
No. My fan's not turned on. How deep?
I'm hearing something that sounds like a jet engine.
Yeah.
How deep? How deep does it sound?
It's not. It doesn't sound deep. It sounds high pitched. I don't
know. That could be me. I'm barely noticing it.
It's okay.
Well, this is some Alice in Wonderland type shit.
Yeah, but better.
Yeah, or Alice through the Looking Glass.
But better.
Yes, but better.
Let's not go there.
Oh yeah, that's right. Didn't they make Johnny Depp movies about that?
That's exactly it.
Ghostbusters reference.
Is that so?
See you on the other side.
Or, you know what? Never mind.
No.
Kind of makes sense, though, I guess, right? Why vampires don't have a reflection? Because they can use it like doorways. It's kind of weird, but kind of cool.
Indeed.
So this is Castle Dracula. An icy tundra with floating skeletons and impaled bodies. Right.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope there's no tall, buxom, 7-foot tall vampire and her daughters lurking around.
Listen, sir, that shit didn't come till later. Enjoy. You know what? Never mind. Once again.
Whoops.
I guess it's a one-way door. It's kind of annoying.
Hmm. Find the emergency exit. Okay, that. Okay, this tower actually gave me some serious Bayodur vibes.
Fair enough.
Just a little bit, like a miniature version of it.
Yeah.
And there's no flaming eye on top of it.
A little on the nose if there was, huh?
A bit much.
Uh-oh.
Are you okay? Are you turning into a Marvel character by chance?
Whoa!
Check this shit out. Now you got to ask yourself, whose job is it to keep those flames lit?
I don't know.
Or are they like eternal flames?
Also, I do like Anna's sword.
I bet you do. Hello, Benny.
Hey,
Let me
you
guess.
traitorous son of a
Spring
bitch.
cleaning.
You came back from the desert with your new friend, didn't you?
What friend? You're my only friend.
Don't.
Ah, it's gonna be fun. Come on, use that Wolverine strength. There's that Wolverine! Bet you wish you had the Adamantium claws now, didn't you? Or don't you?
Nah.
A cure?
Like the band with Robert Smith? The Cure?
No, the werewolf cure. I didn't realize there was one. I always
Oh,
thought...
really? That could be useful a long time ago.
Oh, really? So, that's what it is, huh? Unlike in Underworld, where if you have a mix between a vampire and a werewolf, it turns into a overpowered hybrid. This one, he gets bit by a werewolf, he fucking dies. He's fucking gone.
Oh, no.
Anyway. Oof. Something. Another Benny thing. Oh, come on, I don't know. He's trying to bring his dead girlfriend back to life. That's all he just wants, the book, I swear. Just the book, I swear. And your sister. But other than that.
Oh, wow.
I know. Is it a problem that I can recite that line? Or
No.
those lines?
Hey,
I mean, that was one hell of a way to interrogate him.
Okay, first of all, why the fuck does Van Helsing have a Zever?
Care to explain what that is?
What?
It's a thing done. It's a thing done by Jewish barbers for brisses. You know, little snip off the old.
You're asking
foreskin.
why Van Helsing has that?
Yeah.
But he didn't have it. That was on Igor, remember?
Oh, that was his? Oh, like.
Hello?
Oh, my bad.
Anybody home?
You know, I really wish I had Anna's sword in this one, except battle ready.
Calm down there, Carter. Don't you just love this Frankenstein's layer type stuff going here? It's so cool.
Oh, yeah.
You know, where the hell is Vasquez when you need her? Like, I have an idea. They're all sleeping. Let's rock!
Excuse me, sir. You want to take sci? You know what? Never mind. You know what happened to Vasquez, Carter? To get her ass killed.
Yeah, she blew herself up.
I said, what would happen? Not what did happen. She wouldn't last 5 minutes with this stuff.
You're right.
But hey, you know what? She'd last longer than a furry.
Ah!
Hey, point that thing someplace else.
Eat it. Seriously. When that fucking Ewok sticks its spear back in Han's face, it sounds like he says, eat it. That's what I actually thought he said.
Fair enough. Hey, that looks familiar. Bats. A circular hole. Reminds me of Batman Begins.
Right.
Climbing out of the pit. Or I guess you could say Dark Knight Rises, too. What the hell?
What?
Hey, look at that. Werewolf cure. It's literally like an injection. How enjoyable. Well, that looks very suspicious, don't you think?
Pick it up.
Yeah. Ugh.
Idiot!
Not sure I like.
Faramir! Moron!
Boromir wouldn't have done that.
It's a trick. Get an axe.
Boromir wouldn't have needed that much oil.
I like how there's like a random midget just going along the line there. It's just, ew. Oh, having that werewolf power really helps out, doesn't it?
Wolverine power.
I'm sorry, does Wolverine climb walls like that?
I mean, he could.
Maybe.
Okay, that shot. That
Looks
shot.
weird, right?
No, it looked like a shot from the two towers.
Oh.
It looked like the shot where we go into the Planeteer where we're getting that little. Ooh, now has the power to stand against the strength of House of God and Mordor. No, but you give me the weirdest bonus right now.
You grab it.
That's what she said.
God damn it.
Ugh. Last time I saw a mouth like that, it was on a Yautja.
Just call it a predator, you moron.
That's not predator, it's a sports hunter.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I know. Fuck. Yeah! What's wrong with your face?
Two-Face. Oh, she's fine.
Just walk it off.
It's just a flesh wound.
What?
Well, that was neat, but... Oh, that's just cheating.
Now, can you just imagine if Anna just popped up wearing a whole bunch of leather and automatic weapons, like, what's up, bitch?
Oh, she'd be fighting her own kind then.
It's true.
Oh my god, she's the fucking Tasmanian devil.
Hey, what the hell is Thor trying to do? Fry us?
Yep.
God of thunder, my ass. More like God of pains in the ass. Oh,
No,
hello.
it's just Betty. With a big ass fucking prod. Oh shit, that really fucking hurt.
Oh shit.
Hey, you know what comic I am reading now? Watchmen.
Ah, nice.
Oh.
Well, shit. Now Dracula's kids are alive. Or about to be. Oh yeah, check this out. Wait for it. And here we go.
So he turned into a gargoyle?
Sure.
I like the old Saturday morning cartoon gargoyles. kind of what it reminded me of.
Oof.
Oh,
Now he's done it.
Oh no! I just made my last payment. Oh my god!
Yes, that's just what the Hebrews thought.
Oh Lord.
Ah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh! Bye-bye,
Oh,
Benny.
Goodbye, Benny.
Well, that has to be better than, getting devoured by all those beetle things.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so long, you piece of shit trader.
Very interesting vision.
I prefer that. Whoops. Didn't see that coming.
Oh, shut the hell up!
Ooh.
Yeah.
Boromir would have had it done by now.
Yeah.
Suplex.
Hell yeah.
You guys okay out there?
Oh, yeah, we're doing fine. Thanks for asking.
Hey, little munchkins. Oh.
Duh! Okay, I take it back. That was the worst CG effect I've seen so far. I'm sorry, that his head in that transformation shot looked like complete ass.
Oh, here we go. Wolverine.
Not so long.
Oh.
Not gonna lie, I love this werewolf design.
The design, yeah.
The long hair,
Hmm.
the color, it's all cool.
Yeah.
Fight, fight, fight! Yeah!
Hell yeah. Now
This
is
is
a
popcorn action that you wanted to see right here.
yeah. Never thought I'd see the day where he would quite literally turn into a werewolf. And I am talking about Hugh Jackman specifically.
Yeah. Guess it's kind of fitting, right?
Hmm.
heard the way she screamed? That was funny.
Yeah. Whoops.
Oh.
Whoops.
If you ever have a fear of heights, this will be like a nightmare for you.
Yeah.
Dude, she's still.
What?
Nope. Nope. No.
Oh boy. No. Let alone doing it one-handed.
Ow, ow.
No. I don't think so.
Yeah, that was a little something.
Indeed.
Well, I guess if you ever had a debate about who would win, a werewolf or a vampire, this is your answer.
I guess.
Oh yeah, you want to talk about Wolverine? Check this out. There they are.
The claws.
Adamantium claws right there. Oh, it's smooth.
Ooh, she's got a point there. Get it?
I
Point.
see what you did there.
Nay.
Oh.
Shut up, bitch.
Oh! Faramir dodged a bullet. Or a stake in this case.
It wouldn't have landed that close to Boromir.
Bye, you ugly bitch. Yeah. Whoa! Too close for comfort.
A bit.
Come on, let's go.
Ah, shit. Well, now he just looks more like Tarzan.
Oh, great. The moon is hiding behind the clouds.
Now hurry, bite his arm. Ah, shit.
Again.
Shit. Oh, shit.
If you cut out with the fellow dialogues, you could get the job done.
See, they have all this backstory for these two, but we never get to see it, unfortunately.
Well, bummer.
Ouch. Oh, here we go. Oh, spear, and death. That's right. That is how Dracula dies in this movie.
Interesting.
Oh, shit!
Why would you do that?
Ugh.
He's gonna shove it up your ass.
Perfect position. Faramir for the win. Oh shit.
Whoops.
Oh hey, you're my friend. Oh, that's not why I stopped. Ouch.
Oh no.
Listen. Well, hold on. I'll let this play. That was a pretty good scene. That little transition there.
Yeah.
But listen, I'm a little confused as to how the hell she died like that. Considering that not 3 minutes ago, she literally got thrown against 2 rock pillars.
Yeah.
And almost, it's like now if he scratched her or bit her, it's like, okay, I get it. I understand. But
yeah.
Or unless
minor nitpick. Like, look, okay, fair enough. Like, if you get suplexed by a werewolf going really fast, yeah, that'd probably kill you. The impact would probably kill you. It's just, it's a little hard to believe when you literally survive being thrown against some rock pillars. That's all I'm saying.
Right. And she'll be reincarnated as Celine.
Very true.
Right. Return of the Jedi.
That's right. The Frankenstein monster's still around.
That's true.
Shared universe. Yay. Actually, I would love to see them bring this iteration of Van Helsing back for one more movie. I mean, they might ruin it, to be honest, but maybe not. I'd like to see it, though.
True.
I don't use the term underrated very much.
Yeah.
But I'd say that this one is underrated to an extent. Like, okay, yeah, the CGI is a little dated, for sure. At the same time, just what we're given with this character. Like, okay, when you think about the iterations of Van Helsing, you think of Edward Van Sloan, Peter Cushing, Anthony Hopkins. I mean, those are the noteworthy ones, right?
Indeed.
How many of those... The one I'd say it would be between Van Sloan and Cushing as far as legendary goes, or well-known. But again, like I said earlier, my favorite that I put above all of them is this one.
Okay. Fair enough.
I mean, I feel like there's a lot that they could have done with the story if they had done a sequel, like tying in with Dracula and such. I don't know. There's a lot they could do with this version of Van Helsing. Like, even in an animated form,
Yeah.
I take a TV show, having Hugh Jackman do the voice work, if he was interested. I also need to do a movie, just another movie. Do another Van Helsing movie, where he's an aged Van Helsing.
If you could give him an aged Wolverine,
right?
Look how well that worked for Logan.
Yeah, just don't kill him off. It's bad enough I had to see Wolverine die. By the way, I love this. I love this ending.
Yeah.
The music and everything. Sorry. Talk about Last Crusade, riding off into the sunset. Now they're riding into the sunrise.
And as we all know, there are only 3 Indiana Jones movies.
Love that. Love that.
Touching.
Yeah. Like, again, this is the guy that gave us Brendan Fraser's Rick O'Connell,
Yeah.
The Mummy. Like, yes, CGI, and I know that CGI can hit or miss. That being said, still real good. Like, even though a lot of it is dated as far as how it looks,
Oh
you
yeah.
just had to be there, you know? You had to be
Mhm.
in that time period to see this in theaters or to see it on DVD, to go to Toys R Us looking for these figures,
Yeah.
you know?
I can see that. I can see that.
So,
But
I
yeah,
love this movie. Love
it
this
was
movie.
perfectly enjoyable despite its dated effects. Yeah, I had
Pretty
fun with
much,
this
yeah.
one.
Yeah, I've had a lot of fun with this one as well. Very good popcorn flick. Good story. But I feel kind of bad though
And
for the Valerius. The end, like the entire bloodline just wiped out.
Yeah, but at least they made it into heaven.
Yeah, which is kind of a stupid vow to do. It's saying I will not be allowed into heaven until Dracula is dead. Like damn, dude, you did that's a little fucking harsh. Or
Well,
damn, dude.
considering that it's a curse on their family, I can understand why they would say that. It's like they're
Indeed.
determined to finish off the evil, and they don't want to
Mhm.
rest until it's done. So
Exactly. Well,
I love this music.
Yeah, kudos to Alan Silvestri for doing this work. Like,
mhm.
but the really sad thing is that after this movie, the dark universe never took off, which is kind of sad though.
Well, that's because this movie didn't try to start the Dark Universe.
I mean,
No.
even if it didn't, it still felt like he was trying.
I don't know about try because look, you had a good chunk of the Universal monsters present in this film, even if a couple of them were just minor cameos. The thing is that there were still more monsters that you could do, and using Van Helsing as the sort of a flagship character, I mean, I could get behind it, right? Like, I couldn't get behind it as much in the Dark Universe with the 2017 Mummy because really, when you look at the protagonist of the film, they made him a monster.
Yeah.
Like they made him that big bad villain. Really, it wasn't the Mummy that was the big bad in the movie. It was Set, the god of death. So it's like, well, what are you? The movie
Remember
was
when
too
it was a
Marvel.
mummy movie?
No, I don't actually.
I know.
If you want to talk about a movie that was Marvelized and it wasn't even a Marvel movie, The Mummy 2017 is the shining example.
The Predator.
Fair enough. That being said, this movie is, I'd say, if you wanted to do a Dark Universe movie, this is it. Van Helsing.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say that they utilized the Universal monsters that they had fairly well. I mean, I guess if you were a fan of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, you'd probably be disappointed that they killed them off early in the movie. But
yeah,
but he has a major role in the prequel called Mission London, which is an animated
the London assignment, sir.
London assignment. Sorry, I don't get why I call it Destination London.
Because you're too obsessed with Ghost Adventures.
Kind of sounds badass though. Never mind.
Van Helsing, everybody.
Yeah, well, this is one of the films. Even though I would like to watch this around Halloween, along up there with Evil Dead, Scooby Doo and Zombie Island. Just the good Halloween flicks. Even though it doesn't feel Halloweenish, but still.
It's the Universal Monsters. It's close enough.
True. But that's one down of the Summers trilogy. Join us next Thursday when we tackle the 1999 film, The Mummy, with Brendan Fraser. And, well, that's part 2 of the Summers trilogy. And before we go, a very big shout out to everybody that dropped by in the chat. Movie Misfits, to what was her name again? I'm sorry, I forgot.
Her?
Two boys.
Her.
Two boys and their scary pops.
Two boys and their scary pops. Sorry about that. You could complain about that. Who else?
Can't you just look at the chat on your own screen?
Wait, I can do that?
I'm asking you if you can.
You can, actually.
Oh, I am so fucking stupid. I apologize. Bearded Bacon.
AKA Bacon Pew Pew.
Yeah, Movie Misfits. Who else? And Flet's Movies and Pop Culture.
And then Two Boys and Their Scary Pops.
And Two Boys and Their Scary Pops. Of course. I forgot to look at the comments. I'm very fucking stupid. I don't look at the comments. I just watch the film and talk to you guys. You just mostly do that stuff.
Guilty as charged.
Yeah, no argument there. But like I said, join us next week for when we take on the Mummy, or should I say we leave part of Europe, the cold, wet, and windy part of Europe, and we go somewhere very hot, very sandy, and dry to deal with the Mummy.
Desert Bus?
Oh, god damn it. You had to. Of course.
No!
Yeah, but... And a very big shout out to our Patreon supporters. Their names will appear at the end credit scenes and credits. Thanks for stopping by, and remember, keep your wooden stakes sharp, your holy water close by, and your crucifixes on hand. And remember, the entertainment is out there.
George?
Don't say anything, Barry. I already know. We've been teleported to Nacht der Untoten.
I'm Special Agent Spooky Clutter.
I'm Special Agent Carter Sauce.
Special Agent Dr. Richtofen. And until next time, fellow investigators, remember...
The entertainment.
The entertainment.
The entertainment.
The entertainment.